bank for loot boxes.
Sure. One single orc head on a pike.
I need a couple minutes.
You okay?
Yeah, I gotta calibrate. I forgot that was the thing this morning. Until this moment. I'll be right back.
Same with me.
Kate has a new continuous glucose monitor.
Cyber Kate.
New electronic device needs managing. Very well. Okay, we'll give it just a couple minutes.
I'd say she gets as many minutes as she wants.
Oh yeah. More so, I meant it would only take a couple minutes. It's a pretty well-behaved device. Oh man. Did you see the fight last night, G?
No. Not really big into boxing.
UFC, but yeah, same difference.
Oh, okay. Was it good, or was it a 30-second slaughter?
Oh no, it was a good pay-per-view.
I'm here.
The undercard was excellent, and the main delivered. I thought it was the UFC 229 with Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. I really like Khabib. He's freaking awesome. What a grappler. I don't like Conor McGregor, so it was fun watching him get his ass kicked. I felt like the Floyd Mayweather boxing match was kind of worked. Worked predetermined like pro wrestling, but that one last night felt like a fight between people who really did not care for one another. I don't consider any of that stuff to be particularly real anymore, but it's still entertaining.
I don't know, is UFC like that?
I feel like it toes the line. I feel like there's a great deal of actual competition and sportsmanship between the mixed martial artists. And every now and then involving certain individuals, I would say sometimes there's a slight element of pro wrestling or booking to it. But I can't say for sure. To me, in combat sports, you can tell that there's a flinch that human beings do when they start being hurt and anticipating more hurt that pro wrestlers don't do. Pro wrestlers always lean into moves and they breathe in and then they relax in order to, and they relax into the impact, and when there's real fighting going on, they're trying to move away from it or avoid it. You can see that difference.
Oh, pro wrestling is completely fake.
Oh yeah. Well,
the only
fake
thing
in that
those
they're
guys
cooperating, but they're.
Yeah,
I mean, it's high impact on the body. I still consider it to be athleticism, but no, there's no competition.
Oh no, absolutely.
Yeah.
The only thing those guys have going for them is their incredible strength. So if you call them out and say it's fake, they'll beat the tar out of you.
Right, that's kind of the old way, right? You know, that's the old protect the kayfabe way. Nowadays, I think kayfabe, the carnival term for protecting the so-called reality of the sport. You hear all the quotation marks around that. That's more or less gone, I think, since the 90s and the internet kind of blew kayfabe up forever. Kids don't come up thinking it's real anymore. Yeah.
That's probably the last time I ever watched pro wrestling.
When was that?
Early 90s.
Early 90s. Were you around for the NWO and Hollywood Hogan and all that stuff?
A little bit.
Turner Network Television, yeah. That was the height of the pro wrestling business in terms of cable ratings, in terms of how valuable the product was to advertisers and Nielsen ratings.
It still runs though every week. Huh?
Now Vince McMahon owns everything.
Yeah.
And there's some indie federations. If you like the science, the performance art of pro wrestling, there's some really good stuff out there if you look for it. But we tried the New Japan streaming service, but I just wasn't happy with the stream. I loved the quality of the product. I really enjoyed it as a wrestling federation, New Japan, but the streaming of it was terrible. Because I streamed through my computer with an HDMI cable physically connected to my big screen so we can watch on the big screen in our playroom at home.
Oh, is that what you do?
Yeah, and apparently the New Japan app was terrible for doing that over the internet, but it was great if you had a mobile device. So I don't know. It is strange, but it was a known thing. Found some Reddit threads about it and the whole nine. I was like, why does my stream suck? None of my other streams suck. We can do, but oh well. Hey, Beer Tour banners, break them for Beer Tour. I'll leave some for other people.
Sophie will.
Oh, sorry.
No.
I'll stop.
No, they're there to be
it's
broken,
fine.
man. Break them. It's just for fun anyway. Alright. So I think these orcs count for our epic. We're looking for dried herb bundles from the orcs in the high knolls. Yep. Looks like they're not in any way selfish.
I think we should try to get a charity organization going from the Shire to deliver beer to Rohan.
Since their beer tour place got all broken up, Sophie's
The
really
beer
sad
tours are
about that.
gone.
Yeah, I mean, how can you can't really run a kingdom without beer.
Well, it's just that the Rohirrim are generally nicer when they're drunk.
Or stupider, thinks Boz.
Nicer, but
Quietly
way,
to himself.
way
Oh,
more
no.
emo.
Emo.
Yeah.
I love you, man.
Sophie,
Nah, the
you've
other way.
gone round the bend?
I do not think we'll survive this onslaught.
Yep.
Drink another beer.
Hey, Soph. Good
Hi.
job. Okay, we all have our dried herb bundles.
I got it.
So I updated my ESO install this week.
Ooh. Ooh. Fighting words.
Treason.
You know, most of the play hours, so-called, on Steam I have in that game are in the installer
Loading
doing
screen.
updates. I probably have about maybe 65 or 70 actual play hours in that game. And maybe more, maybe 80 or 90, but no more than that. And I've got about 100 in the installer watching the thermometer fill.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Any game, and I hate that has a launcher, like Elite Dangerous is this way. I guess Lotro is technically too if you play it through Steam, but
Yep.
if I forgot to close the launcher for like a weekend, so it shows that I have like 50, 60 hours in Elite Dangerous, and I've probably played like 5. So,
Yeah, I'm self-conscious about my profile that way too. I hate accumulating play hours that aren't really there. It's just a, I mean, it's just
Can I
vanity.
ask
It's
why
nothing
it
but
matters?
bit vanity, nothing more.
Because
Hey,
I do that all
our
the
goats
time.
are here. No, don't kill the goats.
Hey, goats! Oh, they're back.
No. We spent all that time rescuing them last week, and now you just slaughtered them.
Goats
did.
on the menu,
We knew
boys.
how this was gonna end.
Seriously, right?
Ooh, tree branches.
So we're going back to the cave.
No, we're just following you. You're going back to the cave.
We are?
I'm going back to the cave. And de-emphasizing mounted a little bit just because of the challenge inherent in this very cluttered landscape. Am I going up the right place? I think I'm going down. Oh, I think we need to go down from here. Yep. The cave is around this way. Yep. Yep, northeast. And Soph is coming. There she is. Let's see what Nona has to say about it. Oh, there's the cave entrance. It's right past me.
Is this the cave where all the grouchy women are?
No, this is
No,
Nona's
different
cave.
cave. Yeah, this is Nona's cave,
okay.
and those are the Beer Tour survivors. But I think we've completed their storyline now. The old Thane died, and the woman carrying the baby who will be the new Thane one day has been accepted. I think that's how that ended. So we're still on Book 10, Chapter 10, Recipe for Remedy. You can ignore Book 11, Chapter 1, Too Great a Need, so ignore that for now.
Ah, these are just what I wanted. Now, go to the other chamber and throw these bundles on the fire. Hope the smell of the burning may revive him somewhat. That was a common practice in Launuk, and perhaps its magic will operate here as well.
Throw the herbs on the fire. No, the dying man is the other way. Yeah, he's this way. Galt has the right of it. Cordon's still got his mitts on, even inside near the cooking fire.
He finds them nice and toasty.
Yep.
Well, now they're being used for their other use,
The
which
smoke of
is,
burning
you know,
herbs was often used in
fire
London.
mitts.
Would it work here?
His bow accuracy has gone to shit, though.
Right. Hasn't killed an orc in weeks, unless he can stab it to death.
Who's
The giant!
there?
The giant returns!
A friend?
The man struggles violently for a moment before breathing deeply and attaining a measure of calm. I am Leodwig, son of Harding, Uldor of the North March. I came into Wildermore to learn what, but no use. Separated from my men, the storm arose, lost in a gale. Leodwig twists and turns before settling into a calm once more. The giant's name is Nazum. He brings the snows and the wind. Something he carries, I think. He saw me in the snow near the city. I was lifted in the air. A thunderous blast of hot air, and then... Leodwig shakes and will say no more, but the odor of the burning herbs seems to have broken him out of his stupor. Let's speak to Coridon and ask him how his mittens feel about this situation.
Leodwig, the son of Harding. What would Harding say to know his son was saved by a Dunlending girl? Perhaps it is best not to think of that for now, friends. I can piece together some of his story from what he said. He was separated
He
from
lives,
his men
for now.
when the storm
And is
rose.
the very man we came
That
here
must
to
have been
find.
Ner'zhul approaching. He made for the most visible landmark he could find. It must have been the hill upon which Beator is built. Ill fortune for Leodwig, for that seems to have been Ner'zhum's destination. We must do something about Ner'zhum, but what? He is too strong for us to fight directly. Could we trick him in some way? I will think on it, but I cannot promise a solution will present itself to me. So, nothing from Corridon? He is thinking. Glawen's map may have a new... Yeah, not yet.
No.
Not yet. And back to Horn and Nuna. Let's talk to Horn.
Everywhere we go, we find rumor of this giant, this Ner'zhum.
You say that the man Nona has been trying to heal is the very man for whom we sought. Leodwig, the son of Harding? We found him, but it will be a bittersweet victory if he dies. Everywhere we go, we find rumor of this giant, this Ner'zhum. What can we do about Ner'zhum? We cannot engage him in combat, that much is clear. Attacking his feet might prove possible, if we could somehow avoid the attacks that were sure to follow. And by all accounts he brings the storms of winter with him wherever he treads. That will limit visibility, and make it difficult to strike him. I have no military mind. Ner'zhum seems invincible to me, but we will need to destroy him or Wildermore will not be safe. I do not know what to do.
The old ways are
And
best,
Nona.
it seems.
I am heartened to know the magic of the healers of Lonuk works even in the land of the Horse Lords. The most injured of my charges is named Leodwig, and he is the man for whom you sought, friends. What a wonder that they should be one and the same. My father Suvald will find some meaning in this, but for me, I see fortune only. Still, it is a happy fortune, if he lives. That is not yet certain. For as long as the giant lives, the people are in danger. What will we do about Ner'zhum?
Talk to Glawen.
I see breaking into song here. What will we do about Ner'zhum?
Yep. Yep.
I am no warrior. I am only an aged musician.
I have nothing to contribute. What can I do against such a ferocious creature? I'm no warrior, I'm only an aged musician. Even Theoden King had no more use for me.
What am I saying? There is still something I can do.
Wait a moment. What am I saying? There is still something I can do. For the first time you remember since arriving in Wildermore, Glawen favors you with a smile. How can I have forgotten my own lessons? When I was instructing Horn in the ways of music, one of the very first things I taught him was that the minstrel's greatest power is that of inspiration. Music lets us shine a light into the darkest corner of our heart, bringing it into hope and good feeling. When Horn was still young, I told him this, for I believed it, and I believe it still. Speak to the survivors of Beator in this cave, and find out what it is they desire, and then make it happen. Glawen's smile is even more broad this time. What? You are the adventurer here. The adventure is here. I'm sending them hope, that is all. I'm sending them you.
Thanks.
That's vague.
This totally does feel like it could break
So-
into a musical at any moment.
You want me to
It
sing
does.
a happy
He's
song?
going
to
to
them?
tell. He's
He's
them
going to tell.
you.
He's going to tell. He's going to tell.
Yep.
What's the song I'm thinking of? The girl. What are we gonna do about a girl named or?
Maria.
What-
That's from
Yeah.
The Sound
Maria.
of Music.
Yeah.
Yep. How do you solve a
That's it.
problem like Maria?
That's it. How
That's
do you
it.
solve?
Nice. Let's talk
Of course,
to
we're
Elfgifu.
trying to solve the problem of Narzoom.
Yep.
What is it I want? That is an easy
Cannot bear
question
the
to
fate of the
answer,
horses tied
because my
up in the
sleep has been
stables of
troubled by the
Beator.
same thought, over and over. Did I do wrong by the horses in Beator? Elfgifu frowns. Were it not for the horses at the stable in Beator, I would not be alive today. I am certain of it. Their panic caused me to learn of the attack, with enough time to make it partway down the hill before the snowstorm covered everything, and with it came the giant. I cannot bear to think of those horses still tied up at the stables, helpless against the orcs. What do I want? I want you to untie the horses in the stables in Beator and let them run free. That will give them the same chance I had of escaping a cruel death at the hand of the orcs. Sophie wonders what gifts the elves gave her ancestors.
No, she's the gift.
Well, yes, that's how she got the name. But what was the gift that they named her for? Elf give you. Elf give you what? Reasonable question.
It is. It's a very reasonable question.
I'm still...
Ladwig rubs his eyes blearily.
myself.
Oh, what is that
But I will do
little
my
child
best
with the bow speaking
speak.
about? Anyway, what do I want? I want revenge upon that great lumbering giant, Nazoom. He slew my men, almost devoured me. Widfara. You tell him that Widfara, the horse, survived the encounter with Nerzoom and made his way back to Skilfing, where you met him. Ah, very glad. He was a tough one. In the snow I could not see the way to go. Nerzoom must be defeated, or... Exhausted by the effort, Ledwig leans back and can say no more. So I guess he's content to know that his horse has survived. Let's talk to Emma.
I remember the names of the orcs that led the attack.
What do I
want
want?
them
I already
slain.
told you. I remember the names of the orcs that led the attack on my friends and family. Forshnu, Kretar. I want them slain. Yma thinks for a moment. Do not misunderstand me, my helpful friends. I want them slain, but I want them to know it was a woman at Bir Tor that has ended their lives. Perhaps this will suffice. Find and slay either Forshnu or Kretar. Save one of them for me. When I am well enough to fight, I will seek out the one you spared, and fulfill my vengeance upon him. You will find Forshnu or Kretar somewhere within the city. In a few days I will find the remaining one, and end his life. We are agreed.
No promises. We shoot first, then identify later.
What is it I want?
Yeah.
I want the orcs driven from
Oh, that one
Beator.
has a name tag. It says, "Hello, my name is Kritar." Okay, well, you know. That's how it goes. What is it I want? I want the orcs driven from Beator. I want to return to my home. Elder sighs. That will take some doing, will it not? There is something else, though. The thing that most stirs my heart, most fills me with anger against the orcs, is the brief sight I had before that chunk of masonry took me from the battle. I saw the orcs looting a house, the house of one of my neighbors. They had found a wooden carving of a horse, a crude thing to be honest, of poor craft, and were waving it about. It meant nothing to them, but I knew it for what it was. It was a child's first attempt at carving. It would mean little to most, but to that boy's family it was no doubt priceless. I cannot bear the thought of such heirlooms in the hands of orcs. When you return to Beator to satisfy the requests of my fellows, please remember to recover such things from the orcs you slay.
Will do.
So you will note our epic does not have any red text that says, "Do not kill both Foshnu or Kritar." So I think they're
So
both
we'll
on the
kill
list.
both.
There was a
Don't
new
worry,
map
he'll
that opened
respawn
up.
for you, Emma.
No. Oh.
Or are you just going to
yeah.
wait to do that later?
What wouldn't?
Either way.
It might be that the map will let us do the quest.
Why don't we do this at Beer Tour and then we'll come back and do the prelude, or the interlude. Yep, the interlude. So let's go out to beer tour.
Go put paws on grass. I'm on follow. I think I'm on follow. I'm on follow.
By the way, you were at like the perfect angle to catch that that goat waterfall in last week's recording. That was awesome. They all came cascading down the hill.
Yep, all that trouble, and then you just kill them all.
Yep. But the meat was tasty.
Mm-hmm.
Goat hide makes nice armor.
How about these horses?
Don't be selfish, don't be selfish, don't be
Should we
selfish.
1, 2, 3 this? Yeah.
They are selfish.
Do a 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, let's try it. So put your mouse over this middle horse of Beer Tour and 3, 2, 1, and right click. Everybody get credit for that one?
Yep.
Yes.
Same thing, mouse over, 3, 2, 1, right click.
Just need to wait for the first one.
Those are some strong
Yep.
ties. Takes all 5 of us
Ooh,
to
remarkable.
untie his bridle or whatever.
Complicated orc knots.
More like just a big tangly mess.
Yep. Well, why don't we go look for the named guys while those respawn?
How do I get in to kill you?
Other way, Soph.
There's a guy! I found him! He doesn't have a name. But he's an orc.
That guy down there has a name. Kritar.
Ooh, let's go kill him.
Yeah, it's one of the guys we need. And the first horse is back.
Alright, Kritar. Yeah, we're gonna watch him. He had to solve a riddle, he couldn't solve it, and then he got shot and died. Yep. Alright, back to the horse. Hey, they're all back. 3, 2, 1, and click. And if anybody else needs a horse, you can click on the ones that are left. I think we're done. Down we go.
What about watchfires? Maybe if we ringed all the towns with watchfires, your Zoom would be able to make it so cold.
You just blow them up.
Or step on them.
Yep.
Or step on.
Well, we'd have to make them bigger.
He's a very big giant.
Yeah.
It is particularly dizzying riding through here.
It is, yep.
And with the
I
camera.
don't know what it
Perspective
is
change.
about the...
Yeah. Camera perspective changes a lot based on what tree is closest to you. It's-
We'll zoom way in to avoid camera rubber banding.
We generally go on foot through here. Never too high level to get stunned by a goat.
Remember that.
Let's talk to Ima.
You are back, and I can
Wait,
tell you have
do
defeated
not tell
one of
me
the
which one
orcs
you save for
responsible.
me. I look forward to discovering that on my own.
Ima gives you a truly frightening smile, and you quickly excuse yourself.
You need help.
Going to a pretty dark place there. Let's talk to Elda.
Thank you, my friend.
Knowing those keepsakes and heirlooms are no longer in the hands of the orcs is the best tonic for my hurts I can imagine. When I'm fully recovered, I will look for other survivors of the attack, so I may return their keepsakes. It's the least I can do.
Well, that's very nice of you. But very nice of you nonetheless.
Thank you for freeing the horses.
Thank
Now
you
they'll
for
have as
freeing
much
the
chance of
horses.
escape as I
I wish them
myself
good
did.
fortune.
I wish them good fortune.
Loudwig is still too exhausted to speak, which is good because you have no favorable news to report about Nerzoom.
Well, that was.
We did,
useful.
however, tell him
We didn't kill the
Sophie's
giant.
plan about building a really big fire, but he didn't seem impressed.
No, a ring of really
ring.
big fires.
Got it. Okay, that's that might make a difference if
Do
there
you
was a
see
ring of
how
them.
much their spirits have
maybe.
improved?
They have been inspired by your deeds and your actions, and though Bertot remains in enemy hands, you've helped to restore some of the fire to their hearts. I must tell you, easily lost, you all are an inspiration, not only to these survivors in Nona's care, but to this old man as well. Thank you for showing me that there are those out in the world still able to do some good. Perhaps I will write another song. We'll speak to Nona, and then we will do the interlude.
Horn and I spoke about many things
This is
while you
again
were away.
Book 10, Chapter 11. Please ignore Book 11, Chapter 1.
I have come to a decision.
Because he wanted the
Why
beer.
did Norzum come first to Bir Tor? I want to find out.
Book 10, Chapter 12, Nurzum. Why did Nurzum come first to Birtor? He seems to spend a great deal of time around that city. So many of this land's problems stem from him. Until he is defeated, none of the people here will be safe. Horn has proposed that we return to Birtor and look for some means of defeating Nurzum. What is it about the city that drew the giant there so early? I cannot leave the people here for long, but for a few hours they'll be fine in Glawen's care. What do you think? Speak with Horn and Cordon about this last adventure, and tell me when you're ready to depart.
Let's speak to Horn.
It will be nice to adventure with Nona. But this is really about defeating Norzum. What?
I'm excited to learn why Nurzum came first to Birtor. Perhaps we'll find some clue to defeating the giant within the city.
Horn looks slightly embarrassed. What? Yes, it will be nice to adventure again with Nona, but this is really about defeating Nurzum. Why do you give me such a look as that? I'm thinking only of Wildermore.
We're calling it these days.
All in
Because
favor
Wildermore is bent out of shape.
of just calling Cordon Mittens from here on out.
Mittens.
Aye.
Aye.
Hey Mittens, what's up?
Aye.
Keep your wits about you. I fear Horn may not.
You agree with this plan to call me Mittens? For the rest
Yes.
of our days? I do not know how I feel about it. There may be some insight to be gained concerning the giant, for he certainly seems to be drawn to Birtor. But I worry that Horn is letting his feelings for Nona cloud his judgment. Are you certain of that nickname? Well, if you are willing to embark on this journey, so am I, despite the nickname. But keep your wits about you. I fear Horn may not.
Take off
Come
those
on,
mittens, we
Mittens.
might consider it, but you're still wearing them, so...
Okay, so let's gather around the interlude. I'm going to take about a 2-minute bio, and then
coffee.
we'll get right to it. So just 2 minutes, very brief. Talk to you in a moment. And back. Kate's on her way. Oh, we have interlude for Halros's watch, and if you want to wait on this till Kate gets back, I am waiting on it until then. So do you like Elite Dangerous, by the way, for the hours that you have put into it? Nobody's here. Just me. Yep, just me. Just me, baby.
I'm back.
Hey, welcome back. I asked you right before you came back, what do you think of Elite Dangerous for the hours that you actually have put into it, as opposed to the hours that your absent weekend piled up?
It's Euro Truck Simulator in space.
I see. Do you play it with a stick and throttle, or do you play it with mouse and keyboard?
Xbox controller.
Xbox controller, okay.
Same with Euro Truck.
Yeah,
I'd like to get a stick
yeah,
and a wheel and all that, but it's just too expensive to do it right, and I want to do it right someday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
So it's fun. I mean, it's chill and it's kind of pretty, but I'm not really into the PvP part of it, so
Yep.
So I play on the single player one that doesn't have gankers and stuff. So it's the same sort of zen as Euro Truck, but just not as interesting because it's mostly just empty space, you know? Like, yeah, there's a cool star over there, but it's not like you get to see road signs and cars passing you and, things like that.
Yeah. The occasional landmark from whatever actual town you're passing.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I got a loot box.
Oh, grats. So Kate is on her way back to... So I'm sitting on quite a number of loot boxes. Alright, so this is Cutthroat Lotto this week. It doesn't matter if you win or lose the roll. Roll on the next one. Bragging rights are at stake.
Snap.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, snap. Yeah, it's
Hopefully
on.
I seeded my
now.
RNG correctly.
Yep, that's right. Time for those elite hacks. All right, roll one. Ooh, baby.
I see shenanigans
That's
here.
a conflict of interest, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
I'll call the Gaming Commission on you. The Middle-earth Gaming Commission.
I got 200 marks and a tome of continuing item experience, which I just used. All right, roll again. Wow. Dwarf shenanigans going on up in here.
Wow. I call it
Low roll
BS.
wins! Low roll wins!
Okay, let's see. A tracking tome and 15 tokens of the rear mark.
Aren't you going to miss
So
loot
that's
boxes,
amazing.
guys?
Roll should have won.
I certainly am. There goes my tracking tome. Nothing. It says nothing to track. Isn't that great? All right, roll again. Ah, there we go. 16. Somebody's got to beat that. There we go. Postal 58.
Wow, 58
Postal
wins.
wins.
Yeah, this one had crams in it, so no one really wanted it.
Right.
I got a tome. That's something.
Extraordinary experience.
And 4 Wildermore coins. Or wait, was that from the quest?
Which is really useful for a leveling locked group.
Yeah, you can sell it though. It's not bound. People buy
Wow.
those.
Look at that 95. Okay, low roll wins this one. Roll low, you guys. Yes!
Yes!
Elite. Beat a 4. Nope, 55. Nope, 11. That was a good try. Oh, 28. And enjoy your crams and
Damn, I hit.
tattered cloak. What'd you hit?
I hit the get keys, so it brought up that UI.
Oh,
Legendary fragments? Whoa!
Wow, amazing. We don't have 500 stack of those or something.
I
Scrolls
just
of morale power.
vendored some.
Okay.
Okay.
Low roll wins again. Roll it.
37.
I'm not old. I can't just call you man.
You can call me Dennis.
Okay, this is embarrassing. The white male patriarchy is dominating here.
We are.
I got another
I'm feeling
key.
somewhat oppressed.
Oh no, it didn't.
Got another key.
No, it didn't. Sorry, it didn't. It's taking it from another stack of keys I have. So it didn't actually give me. It gave me the ring and a craft accelerator.
Dude, I was joking.
You know what? You know what? Lovely parting gifts. All right, we're gonna roll. High roll wins this one. Back to high roll. Sophie wins it with a 49. See, I was prescient trading you that one. I knew you were gonna win.
See, the switching back and forth
I don't
between
know,
high and low is just screwing everybody up.
If you don't hit the 50% mark, I think you need to delete the box.
Is that a rule now?
I think it should be.
Ooh, relic bundle. There you go. That's a nice something. And tomes of mark acquisition. Those are handy too. And let's see. One more loot box at the moment. And let's do high roll again. Also with an 81 Galt. And the burglar wins again. He did used to run in blue line.
Pick him out.
Gambler.
Pick him out. Pick him out.
That may give an unfair advantage. I'm not sure. Pick him out. Go pick him out.
Yeah, we haven't seen one of those in a while.
More tome of mark acquisition.
The attack ones aren't terrible.
Thankfully, you can bring more damage. Because we need it.
So we have 16 keys left. So let's have more loot box drops today. All right, so let's look at Glaowin's map and interlude 4, Halros's Watch. Your eye is drawn west across the map beyond the borders of Rohan and comes to rest upon the rocky hills of Dunland. You wonder what has become of the ranger Halros and the Grey Company since you left them. You can enter session play. Take me just a second to set up my filters so I can read quest text.
Looks like I crashed.
Okay. We will wait for you here. It's been known to happen in and out of session play. So it looks like we're back in the South Gravenwood in Dunland. But we shall wait for everyone. So Halros has, looks like 4 powers: quick shot, quick stab, stealth, that's nice, and love of the Shire, which is a heal.
Wait, is Halros the guy we left or made the decision about whether he went or stayed?
Yes. And I think we said Halros should go.
But is this different based on what you choose? I forget.
I don't know.
Meanwhile, in Dunland, Halros of the Dunedain has been woken for his turn at the watch.
Okay, I'm here. To Prestadir.
Yep, so we'll talk to Prestadir. I am sorry to wake you, Halros, but it is time for your watch to begin. These last few hours have been quiet. It was a struggle at times to keep my eyes open. I will be glad of the sleep. There is a good place to watch, among the trees just to the west. I will show you. This way.
Am I in the wrong thing?
You should be in Halros's watch.
Yeah.
Did you choose the other option? Where are you, in the Shire?
No, I'm in the green fields.
Yeah, that's the Shire.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Oh, is that the
So
wrong
this is
thing?
going to be... this is different based on what choice you made, apparently.
Or maybe, maybe you didn't do the epic and it just defaults to that one? Maybe you did do the epic, I don't know. But I thought you just kind of skipped most of the epic in the early part.
Yeah, I thought so too. In the 4th hour of Halros's watch, after he thinks of the Shire.
So do I just continue on with what is in front of me?
Yep.
Or
Yep, you'll have to do what's in front of you. I'm not quite sure what it is at the moment, but yep, do what's in front of you. Shouldn't be
Okey-doke.
complicated. Yep. Well, in our Dunland version, that was a Falcon Clan scout. The camp is about to be attacked. Pick up your brethren before the Falcon Clan attacks. So run back and start clicking rangers. Halros, what is it? Danger? What's going on? What has happened? What is going on? I'm ready. Halros, what have you seen? Are we in danger? And here's Halbarad. Good eyes, Halros. We can prepare before our foes are upon us. I'm talking to Halbarad now, who's emerged from the tents. I thought this would happen one of these nights. We may not have much time before the Falcon Clan strikes. You three slip down the hill to the side and see if you can approach our attackers from behind. Halros, Prestadir, come with me. We'll see if they can listen to reason. I'm guessing no. You three find out the number of our foes. Show yourselves, falcons. Even a sleeping Dunedain cannot be surprised by the like of you. So it would seem. When you are imprisoned in the caves, my father showed you mercy. I will not make the same mistake. Kill them, my warriors.
Halros isn't a blue line hunter. He can't attack while moving.
Such a noob.
And 1 and 2 are the only ones that do any damage. And Mare is just kind of marching around in a sort of a triangle around the battlefield, not offering her warriors any support.
Sink or swim.
I will not return to my father in disgrace. Better to die here than return in failure.
I actually did a number on Halbrod. He's like at half
It is
health.
over. Huh, farewell, Mare. Your father will join you soon. There is no honor to be had by attacking a sleeping foe, Halros, but we should have expected nothing else from the Vulcan clan. Mare learned that tonight, to her sorrow. We have not repaid Lew Brennan and the Vulcan clan for our losses, not by a wide throw, but we have shown them our claws. We are fortunate you have such alert senses, Halros. I am glad you journeyed south with us, for this reason, and many others. Look, dawn breaks. Your vigil for the night is ended. Let us break our fast and see to the coming of the day. Yeah, what's going on in the green fields? Zara, you doing okay in your version of this?
I am.
Still in?
I am. Killing wolves and docking at people. I'm all done now.
Cool.
So what happened in your version of it?
He was taking a walk with a hobbit and he killed some wolves, and then there was some guy named Bill Fenney
Mm-hmm.
and he sent him away.
Okay.
Bill Fernie, right?
Sure.
She didn't spend much time at those levels.
Yeah.
And Sophie is loading, and there she is.
I can't believe I already can't remember what the hobbit's name was.
It's probably one of the sheriffs, right?
We may be going right into a solo thing.
Are you ready to depart? I do
Yep.
not wish to be gone for very
Formed
long.
up the fellowship.
Are you ready to depart for Beertor? I do not wish to be gone for very long, but we should search the city to learn of Nizarm's interest in it.
Well, I
Or
remain
Nuzarm.
behind my
Nurzum.
friend's
That
journey
guy.
to Beertor.
Oh,
that's
See
a
what
good
he can
splash
learn
screen.
of Nurzum. Perhaps
Yeah.
I worry unnecessarily. But what will I do if they are unable to return?
So we find Horn, Mittens, and Nona. Beertor looks much as it did when we were last here. We've been fortunate to run into fewer orcs than before. But remain alert, for they still hold this city. I have seen nothing yet that might reveal Nurzum's interest in Beertor. This way, my friends. Look for any sign of what drew Nurzum to this city first. There are more orcs ahead. They make no effort to mask their presence. Is everyone safe? I think that would be self-evident. My friend, I will go with Nona to search the other side of town. I think I will go with Nona. And you will go with the adventurer, Horn. We need you to stay focused. I do not know what you mean, Corridon. Elf talk remains a puzzle.
Whatever, Nona.
I suppose that leaves the two of us, my friend. Let us search in the direction of the far gate for some sign of Nurzum's purpose. It's getting colder. The wind is picking up. Do you feel it? Orn looks about with concern. I think we may have found what we sought, my friend. Stay by me, and get ready to run if we must. Oldston, I've come for you. Oldston? The giant seeks a man? For what purpose? Oldston, you cannot hide from me. By the house of Eorl. This way. Quickly and quietly. It is one thing to hear of Nurzum's great size and strength, but it is entirely different to see it for yourself. How can we hope to fight such a creature? Woe be to Oldston if Nurzum finds him. Look! Oldston, I will destroy your city. Still he comes. This way, friend, and hurry. We cannot keep like this for long. Nurzum may not be looking for us, but if he happens upon the two of us while searching for Oldston, he will not show mercy. That much I know for certain. And what if he happens upon Nona and Mittens? I mean Corridon. We cannot stay here. We have to find them and leave the city. I cannot look away. Such ferocity. We must not
the
tarry.
one tarrying.
This way, my friend.
I gave him a good slap. Snap him out of it.
I would have been
Good.
back in the Shire by now.
And I'm getting some... Oh, there we go, some lag. Mittens, where is Nona? Yeah, I'm feeling a lag storm right now. I'm not sure if anybody else is.
Nona and I were driven apart by attacking orcs, and I have not seen her since. She must still be in the city. We will find her again. That great shaking can only be Nurzum. We must not let him see us. If we do not dispose of these orcs quickly, he is sure to find us. Defeat these orcs quickly. If Nurzum sees us, all is lost. Well fought, my friends. Now let us hurry.
Stop running in circles, you idiots.
You are a coward, Altstan. Come face me.
How do you get around us?
He's big.
Look, it is Nona.
Magical.
But she's right in Ner'zhum's path.
Oh, I have a bad feeling for Nona.
Well, it was
I
nice
have a
knowing
bad
her.
feeling about all of this.
Now I'm stuck with these two guys.
We have to do something. We cannot do anything from here. Perhaps if we could get to the other side of the courtyard. Horn's eyes are alight with the desperation of fear. We might be able to run behind Ner'zhum while his back is turned. From the far side of the courtyard we can get his attention and draw him away from Nona. Follow me closely, friends. Hurry. Seems like a terrible idea. Does our luck hold? We made it. Now we need to come up with some way to attract Ner'zhum's attention before he sees Nona.
You mean
Oh
like
no! He
you
has
mean like running around?
seen something. What is this? A tiny warrior. Horn. Adventurer. We must flee. Follow me. Follow Mittens. Is there nothing we can do? I have to go back. This is not right. I do not know what to do. We cannot leave her. I refuse to leave Birtor without Nona. The two of you may leave if you must, but I'm going back for her, even if it means my life. Nona! It'll take more than that creature to best Nona of the Oakluth, but I am sorry I worried you. It was not difficult to escape the giant. He is big, and I am small. He is slow, and I am fast. He is an unnatural thing given to evil, and I am the sister of Wodu, the daughter of Sovald. He is alone, and I have friends who care for me. This Ner'zhum was overmatched before he even came to Birtor today. I was never frightened of him. Still, I am glad we're safe. We should leave this place before he realizes we have gone. And, easily lost, thank you for watching out for Horn, today and for the last several days. It eased the worry of my heart to know you were by his side. And Horn says, what a relief it is to see, what a relief it is to see Nona safe again. Ner'zhum will answer to me for threatening her. And words that disappeared.
What happened?
Yeah, that was weird.
The game decided we were
It-
taking too.
We were all
It did, it was like-
prematurely ejected.
Too much time, yeah. Premature ejection is just the worst, but it happens to all gamers sometimes. Yeah, so.
That's what they'd like you to think.
That was an eye-opening experience for certain.
Mittens. That was an eye-opening experience for certain. I have heard tales of Ner'zhum, as have we all, but there is nothing to compare to seeing him at such close distance. We cannot hope to defeat him by ourselves. Corridon looks thoughtful for a moment, considering alternatives. I believe I have the answer. We need the very earth to turn against him. We need the strength of the Ents.
We need the Earth itself to turn against
That is some
Norsen.
terrible heavy armor. It is terrible.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
It's pretty terrible medium armor, too.
Yep. Book 10, Chapter 13, Searching the Balewood. You saw the great strength of Rudrif in the eaves of Fangorn. How unfortunate that Boldbach is so far away, or we might call upon him to help. No, we must search for aid closer at hand.
The bale wood is not far from here, and perhaps an ent or three might be found within. You and I should go there, and seek for the oldest ent we can find. Only he will have the authority to command such an attack as we will need if Norzum is to be defeated. You asked Corden if such an ent would trouble himself to help, considering how coldly you were received by Baldbark, and the elf seems puzzled. Why, of course he would. Surely a giant such as Norzum must pose some threat to ents as well, mustn't he? I will mark a number of glades on the map, and we can search them until we find one with an old enough ent for our purpose.
AFK for a couple minutes.
Okay. Puppy time.
That unlocked a new map as well.
Yep. Colinglad's Appeal, so we'll do that before we head back out. But we're taking a couple minutes AFK. I'm still here, but... Yeah, in ETS, without a wheel using the Xbox controller, I tend to be able to do the low XP parking, but not the high XP parking with the backing in. It's just not intuitive enough for some of those tricky back-ins for the, like the plus 90 XP ones. I've gotten a couple of them, but not usually.
Yeah, I've gotten the hang of it over the years I've been playing it.
I'm getting closer with the tricky ones, but it doesn't. It's still the Xbox control, and my feeling of what a car should be doing is still sometimes, those wires get crossed in my head, and the truck doesn't do what I expect. Really, the trailer doesn't do what I expect. The cab is doing exactly what it should. But it's interesting physics. It's a fun puzzle. Unipower. What's that?
Universal Power Potion.
Oh yeah.
So another thing they're doing in the patch is they're lowering the mastery cap, and one of the effects of that is that it supposedly gives a much different curve for as you level the mastery. So one of the things they're doing is they're raising all the health of lower level monsters, and it's supposed to be slightly more of an even curve rather than being able to just obliterate everything at the lower levels. I don't think it'll affect us, because we're already, 5-6 people.
Yep.
But it may not be so much of a face roll to play the, first 50 levels or so. For solo players.
Yeah.
Thanks, I'm back.
No problem, and welcome back. So we're gonna do Interlude 5, Colinglad's Appeal. You wonder what has become of Colinglad and the Grey Company since you left them in the rocky hills of Dunland.
Oh,
Hey, Boz.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Call.
What do you think became of Colinglad?
I don't know. I was just wondering what I was thinking about our old friend Colinglad.
What were you gonna say, Galt?
I thought I had a different version, but I don't.
I don't think this one is choice based.
Meanwhile, Colinglad of the Dunedain
And the Ranger
seeks for
Helcon.
answers in the forest of the
Colinglad,
Mournshawns.
we have been journeying for hours, fighting the corrupted denizens of the forest, and we are no closer to learning anything. I know Darvun spoke of seeing a great spirit in these woods, but we have seen no sign of such a lord. Whatever beast or magic shakes the stones of Talmathedrus, we will learn nothing of it in these woods. More beasts attack! This is a very simple 1, 2, 3 rotation.
Yeah, I'm still in the loading screen.
1, 2, 3, 4 rotation. Oh, it's really taking its time loading for you.
Yeah.
Well, we'll wait. Everybody kill these 2 corrupted bears, and then we'll wait for Sophie as Colin Glad to kill the 2 corrupted bears. Or maybe the lumbering bear of corruption. Third bear. He says, here comes a big one. How many corrupted beasts must we slay before we can leave, Colin Glad?
All of them.
We'll hold there until Soph gives me the all clear.
Okay, I am at Dude.
You are at Dude, okay. I am at Dude as well. Halcon. You say you have a feeling about this place, Colin Glad, but I cannot sense anything. You say you feel a mysterious presence? I feel the chill shadows of the trees and smell old growth, but nothing else. Are you sure this is the place of which Darwin spoke? There's nothing here but trees, corrupted beasts, and we too. I say we leave the trees to the miserable bears and be done with it. A majestic stag emerges from the woods behind Helcon. What? Oh my. Slowly approach them, just... Is it the Helvark, the huntsman? What do you think it wants? It wants us to follow it very slowly. Corridor of trees opens up. I don't believe it. Follow the stag deeper into the forest.
Mine is not progressing.
You gotta
Can't
walk
be left
forward.
behind now. I'm no longer tired. Yeah, I'm gonna walk forward a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And we find ourselves in the Hall of the Huntsman. If this is some trick of some kind. No, my heart tells me this is real. I've never seen such beauty or majesty as this. Be at ease, mortal. You are both guests in this place, lady. Yet more wonders. You are expected, mortal. Tell the huntsman what... Is he kicking the furniture to see if it's real? Talk to the mighty figure of the huntsman. Approach, mortal. You speak, slowly and haltingly at first, but gradually with greater confidence and urgency. You tell the mighty figure of the huntsman of your concern that the Falcon clan has wrought some great evil in the caves of Talmethedris, and that the shaking in the earth may spell the doom of your friends. The huntsman is silent for a long while before speaking.
He is wearing a lot of glitter.
He is. An age is ending.
David Bowie?
I told
dazzled.
you one before you. I could not see the nature of its end. Still, I cannot. But my eyes do see that which you fear. Creature stirs in the deep. It was imprisoned once before, but found freedom. It has been summoned again. The friends of the wizard cause it pain and use it as a weapon. Free it, little one, and your cause may be aided. Or it may not.
Thanks.
Then we'll go back to Helcon,
Or not.
He's still kicking the table there. I do not know what to say, Collinglod. I have never seen such wonders. I do not want to leave, but I know I must. We do not belong in this place, with so much beauty around us. Did you learn anything of use from the huntsman? He seems unreal to me, as if he is only partway in this world of ours. I never would have believed any of this to hear you tell it, Collinglod, but I have seen it with my own eyes. You must forgive me my doubts. This journey has not reassured me, Collinglod. Now I am more worried than ever. If such a mighty figure as the huntsman can really exist, who knows what terror the Falcon clan may have unleashed in the caves beneath Telmeth Edris. It's Drygok, isn't it?
Sounds like it.
Also,
Well,
have you...
Well, but I
have you
don't
played-
remember that Drygok was imprisoned, right?
I don't know. I don't remember this bit. It's been a long time since I've done these interludes.
And so this would have happened after Drygok, and as part of, I mean, that you killed Drygok in the instance, right? So he wouldn't have been imprisoned again.
Right,
So,
so
I
something
don't know what they're
different.
talking about.
Yep. Okay, now we are clearly being sent into the Balewood by both our landscape. Yep, I know. And our epic quest. So we're going to the Balewood. And if you'll take note in your deed log, you don't have to, but if you're in your deed log under Rovanian Wildermore, we only have that zone left in Wildermore to do. We've completed quests of the other 4 areas, so we're getting... Working on our Slayer deeds, not too bad either. Or Wood Trolls. And is everyone here?
Yeah.
Alright, out we go. Alright, let's do a little exploring too. We like exploro slaying, don't we?
What now?
Mostly the slaying.
Explorer slaying.
Is that the technical term?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Hunters, please find the path. And thank you.
What do those instances take the path off of you?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like you leave the game.
Because, yeah, it logs you out of your character momentarily for the time that you're doing session play. Okay, so... Anything more to see here? Where does this go? Too bad there's no Grimslayer, dude. We are getting the snowcats. Okay, give me just a second. Mount up a minute. Waiting for Soph. There she is. We are riding through for an explore point. And for snowcats. Okay. Don't care about Carcass the Troll right now. We're going up and up and up and up. Oh, there he is. Get him! He just wandered right into our path, so screw that guy. Easy M&Ms. Now.
I completed a deed for.
Where? What
That must
did
have
go?
been one. That must have been a one that you did.
Yeah.
when I
Where?
was at-
Where were you?
The encounter we just did. It was Quest of the High Knolls. No?
Oh, good. Okay. Fair.
Yeah, I must have missed that war band when I was out that way.
Hang on just a second. A little further west. Here we are, discovered Oriole. So, an explore point. And we need to get to Grimnesburg, which is up this. Going back to the northeast? Yeah, back to the northeast. Hang on, I'm letting Sophie get a follow again. Hey, Soph. go. Bing, 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 bing. Everybody gets that. And back down. Sophie's Argalt Bossel did or did not complete?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Got it.
Fargazer is the title. Okay. Let's head to... Let's see, somebody swoop us. Zara, can you swoop us to Forlaw?
Swooping.
And then we'll be right... Whoop, my turn to crash. Be right back.
Do you want to take our break?
Yeah, why don't we be back at 5 after 12?
Do you have
It's
need
10
of our
minutes.
assistance?
5 after 12 Eastern. Yeah. So, yeah, break time. And we'll pick up from Forlaw, and there's a stable master. If somebody is in and can look at the map, there's a stable master we're headed to that corresponds with a quest ring. But we'll get to it after break. Talk to y'all in 10.
Alright, be back in 10.
We travel swiftly, but we will aid you as best we may. Welcome, friend. Are you in need of my services?
And back. Anybody else here?
Oh, yeah.
Greetings.
I'm here, but I'm listening for the dog.
Okay. Give AFK tag. You too, Soph. AFK tags are spreading.
Well, yeah, I'm here because I put it on because I'm listening for the dog still.
Okay, well that's fair. So we'll take the stable master when you're
I've
ready.
been talking my mic is up.
I bet what you
For
said
the
was the
win.
most cool and profound thing ever, and it's gone.
It would
You
have
said
it would have changed your life.
it would have. I mean, everything goes in a completely different way now, like stepping on a butterfly.
In fact, what I was talking about was how much better coffee is on some mornings than others, and this morning it happens to be particularly good.
Yeah, what is it about that, right?
I don't know.
I smelled that Dolphins blowout, man. I smelled it on the wind.
You really
I
did.
knew that was.
Oh,
I knew
I
that
was
coming.
so pissed when they switched from the game.
Oh, they switched because it was a blowout.
Mm-hmm.
But sometime in the third quarter, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. We're going to Dunfast's Refugees, swift travel when you're ready.
I think Dawn is not back at sea yet.
That's okay. When she's
I'm
back,
back
we'll
in
tell her where
seat.
to go. Yeah, those Dolphins are a bit of an illusion. They'll be lucky to break 9 and 7 and compete for a wild card. That division's more or
Did you
less the
say
same as it ever
Dunfast
was.
refugees?
I did say
Sorry.
Dunfast Refugees, yes, and welcome back. Yep.
Thank you.
At Dunfast Refugees, here we are.
No, I mean, there's no...
Yeah, they left.
Yeah, they left, they moved on. They went to Forlaw.
Except the stable master.
Are you muted, Soph? And you're listening for the dog?
I am listening for the dog.
Okay. So we're going to...
I'm sorry, Rosie's
Um,
ringing.
Okay. That's how it goes. We got puppies.
How come?
Those of us who are here can slay wolves for the rest of us. And do this repeatable solo Fangs in the Snow and get some Slayer Deed. Wolves beware. Is Boso bringing wolves?
No, I'm looking for him.
I found one. And a moose. And a rock. And you!
Aw, man, we could have initiated a maneuver on that moose.
Come to where I am.
Coming.
I've never seen this before.
And I'm
I wonder if it's part of Bingo's quest, because it seems like it would be, but...
He's so far away.
Ah! A snowman. With its head knocked off.
That's it. Narzoom has gone too far.
He must
Exactly.
die.
Not Frosty!
Yeah. No.
Beheading defenseless snowmen, that's just not right. Look, he has a hat.
Now what will we sacrifice to the gods? Apparently that festival's cancelled now.
Okay, Nerzoom. For the snowmen. I wasn't motivated before. You know, I don't really care that Rohirrim dies freezing. You know, they're kind of clownish, but yeah.
They needed to cool off anyway.
For the snowmen. Alright, let's go on foot until we kill all the wolves we need for this quest. Oh, I was so close to letting fly on that guy and some dot killed him. Doggone it. Good job, hunters. Shot that guy right off his warg.
Is that one of those horses we let go?
yes.
That was a very definitive yes.
Well, say it with authority.
Must have recognized the horse.
Are we even in the same zone?
Yeah,
snowy.
Same zone, just not the same area.
So I think we're about to find another stable master. Probably finish another deed. See how we can, yeah, I can definitely see it up there. What ho, scout? He's found the way up.
I thought he was looking for the stable master.
He is.
I am.
Bring provisions.
Kurdik's camp and the stable master, and he has found it.
These lands.
Call okay down there?
Like
Hang on.
No, I
Alright.
fell behind and
place
then
is-
I lost the path.
Yeah, this place is
Got it.
super confusing. Yeah. With the trees. I hate this joint. Hey, gotta say hi to the puppy. Hi to the puppy.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Okay, and we're here at Kurdik. This is into the bleak forest. Are you a ghost? Nobody in their right mind would come here. I wish I had not done so myself.
I am afraid of what is happening to these
Into
lands.
harm's way. The forest is no place for my people. The ox spill forth from the wood each day, and while my men and I have been able to slay a few stragglers, their force is simply too large for us to engage. If you seek to enter Fangorn in search of my people, you must be mindful of their patrols, and know that still even more lurk upon that forest trail into the that frozen trail into the forest, pardon me. Confer with my men. Perhaps they can explain what dangers you face, and once you've done that, look to the road. If the orcs pass on the foul mounts, you may have a chance to sneak into Balewood. Should talk to Frethi and Athelman. Here's Athelman.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Sophie, this guy runs an orchard, but his mom had a lisp when she named him, so it came out Athelman instead of Appleman.
Instead of Appleman.
Yep, so he's the apple man when things are nicer, and yep. He says, be wary. The orcs have cut a swath through the forest in Nazum's wake, and they patrol the path constantly. Their numbers are thick, and their armor far greater than most. I cannot promise you safety if you stick to the wilds, but I assure you the orcs will find you, and quickly if you do not. And talk to Frethi.
You guys are so
I am
cheery.
afraid of what is happening to these lands.
So, Kerdek would have you enter the forest. There are strange happenings afoot within the Balewood. It is as if the forest itself has come alive with our age. The few times I have ventured within to observe the orcs, I felt eyes on my every move. I know not if it was merely my fear of being seen by orcs, or that something unnatural dwells within. Take heed if you travel into the forest, or more than orcs may rally against you. Into harm's way. Stand at the nearby bunker and watch the road. Here's the bunker. You hear the snarls of wargs in the distance. Look to the road. And let's talk to Kurdik again. The orcs have passed. You would be wise to stay clear of the road that they have cut through the Balewood, lest you be caught by their raiding parties.
These are
The time is now or
times
never.
for the Rohirrim.
You must venture into the Balewood before another wave advances. Grats.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
And running towards nothing. Easily lost, you adventurers must travel into the forest before more warg riders rally along the path. If you find any sign of the refugees of Birtor, you must aid them if you can. I know not how close they've come to the forest's edge, but if you find anything, a bag, a scrap of clothing, footprints, or even one of their fallen, please search elsewhere nearby. My men and I will hold their attention here along the road. You must go, now! And off we go. Sounds urgent. Let's do it. Yummy rich scarn. Get it. Warband Varg. The Uruk Captain Varg, a brutal leader of the White Hand forces, is in Balewood and must be defeated. Okay. I think he's right in here. Let's take him on foot. Hang on. Don't attack. I'm targeting him. Back up. Everybody back up. Yep. Into the trees with Bosel. There we go. Let's just scroll up. I'll do scrolls real quick. Galt, can you hit a token? And everybody eat food. I'm having some crisp roast duck and potatoes. Delicious.
I can keep him
They
riddled
look cold.
while you kill the...
I'll use fire oil.
G, can you pass leadership? Or you can keep him riddled. Great.
Oh.
While I work on the
so
allies.
Kill the ads first.
On the ads. Good. So, let me pull them all and then riddle him, please.
Oh, he's already riddled.
Okay. Oh, he's already riddled.
Yeah, riddle doesn't break combat. Or it doesn't initiate combat.
Okay, here they come. That's so nice. I think that's all of them, and now we'll take Varg. Nicely done, sir. Don't stand in his forward arc. He has a fairly painful... wounding forward arc slash, but he can't stand up to us. And down he goes. Nice fight on foot. And off we go. So if you target priorities are snow trolls and uruks, we don't care so much about the Huorns. There's no Huorn Slayer deed, so we don't want to kill more Huorns than we have to. A small rucksack in the distance catches your eye. I'm Inga from Sweden, and this is my rucksack. Examine the rucksack. Let's click it. You've stumbled upon a snow-covered solo instance in the Balewood. If you move quickly, it's possible to find some of the refugees of Beertor nearby. And I think... Yep. Meant to be run solo. Because they love us.
Settle down.
Great and terrible things lurk in the dark of the forest.
Sorry.
If any of the refugees
Got a little carried away there.
yet survive, they will need aid.
So, this is for sure annoying. They're going to put a solo in the most frustrating part of the place. Let's see. Search the roadway. So, I guess the roadway before us. So, north. Just head north along the roadway, which is kind of lit up by the crystals. Soph. And it should say, a muffled yell pierces the snowfall as a refugee runs into view.
Yes.
Help me, anyone, please!
Well, that's annoying.
Thank you for your aid, stranger. What's annoying?
They knocked me back, then rooted me, so I couldn't... He just said to sit there and watch them attack me.
That is annoying.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Thank you for your aid, friend. Yuna struggles to catch his breath. My fellows and I became separated when the wood trolls attacked us. I feel a coward for abandoning them so, but we are defenseless. I know not what fates have befallen them by now. You look like a hardy adventurer. Will you aid me in my search for them?
Sure.
Follow Huna deeper into Balewood. I ran for some time. Let me catch my breath. I fear the others were not as fortunate as I, but we may yet find them. Enough rest. We must find the others.
Is it
Did
me
you
or
hear that?
The Rohirrim.
Let us away. I fear no good will come of us staying on this road. We should take refuge among the trees here, and then perhaps we shall find my fellows. Follow him deeper, and he goes off the road to the side, to the north. Ah, what fortune! A cave. Perhaps we can seek shelter. Who? Yuna! Can it be so? Beba, are you safe? Where are the others? For the moment, yes. I discovered an empty cave as I ran. But alas, I've had naught of the rest of us. Frantic yell coming from the Orc roadway pierces the air. It sounded like... Oh, that sounded like Leowold. Quickly, to the road. And at the road, a surly Uruk captain, standing over a wounded refugee, sees you approach. Voskor. Approach. The Uruk smirks before gesturing to you and Beba and Yuna. Well, well. Looks like there's more here than the trees after all. Chop 'em up, boys. And then talk to Leodwald. I think there's no rescue for me, stranger. The Uruk, he's too strong. Leave me. I'll cut you down myself, wretches. You... Ugh! What's this? The ground trembles as Voskor continues to speak. Oh ho! Lucky you. Sounds like Nurzum's come to crush you himself. Oh, but it's not. What? Hack it down! Now! It's crushing me! Help! Oh. Stay away from me! I'll burn you alive, I swear it! Your kind have no power over us! Ice and ashes will be all that remain of our pressure! Splat. Let's get out of here. Run! Quickly. We must seek shelter in the cave. Let's get out of here. Run! I think I reversed those lines. The wrong person said the... Anyway. You've escaped Rottenheart and the orcs. This forest is dangerous, but we've made it.
Our mission is dire.
If these are truly the forces we're to contend with in this forest, I hold not much hope for our escape. Nevertheless, thank you for your aid, friend. We would have succumbed to the cold even if those monsters had not found us. I mean you no ill will, but such terrors are likely even beyond your skill, friends. Although there are 5 of you. You are welcome to stay with us until it is safe again to leave the cave. Come, let us warm ourselves and rest inside.
Can't fault his hospitality.
Come, let us flee into the cave, and leave such violence to the likes of them. Are you ready to follow us?
Make sure to grab these mushrooms over here. They're for the deed.
Oh good, wild red mushrooms.
Neato.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
We need one more. And Huna, running towards nothing. I cannot thank you enough for your aid. We have wandered in the cold and dark for some time now, and many of our numbers splintered when the orcs and trees fell upon us. Your bravery in aiding us, especially Leodwald, was remarkable. I know not what horrible fates would have visited us had you not intervened. The creatures that roam this forest are those of the most dangerous breeds. You too should remain here, at least for a short time, lest they find you again. This cave, it is no home of mine, but if it keeps us from harm, we shall make our camp here for now. I'll bet there's more quests. Hey, look at that. And Huna again.
I do not know
no way
if we will
out.
survive this onslaught.
I know not what lurks outside this cave. If it is anything like what we have seen already, I fear the worst for all of us. We lack arms, and the winter's chill bites at us even here. Nothing in this forest welcomes us. I would not be surprised if this cave collapsed upon us. Although the road south is overrun, perhaps there's a way for us to escape, even if only to another cave in the high knolls or to the camp south of which you spoke. We cannot follow the road lest their riders run us down, but perhaps we can find ways to the north, west, or east. Travel outside the cave, and tell me if there's any clear path out of this forest. Be safe. We would surely be lost without you.
I am afraid of what is happening to these
And
lands.
Leodwald has a quest. I am certain that you have heard, but we are not the only ones who fled into the Balewood. Our kinsmen are lost in the forest, and I fear we may never see them again. They are ill-equipped to survive in such conditions, and the orcs hounded us at every turn. From what I've seen of you all, you can handle such troubles, my friends. If you could, please search for them. When we separated, we were not far from here, but I do not know how far they may have wandered in the dark.
What is happening to these lands?
And Beba. Keeping back the cold. Huna and Leodwald may have concerned themselves with our escaping from this forest, but I know not how they imagine we can do so after such violent happenings upon the road. It is not beyond me to think that we shall be here for a goodly while, and if we are to survive, we will surely need warmer clothing. The wood trolls harried me until I found this cave, but as I ran, I saw slain orcs on the forest floor. The orcs of this land are very dangerous, to be certain, but if you could tear the clothing from those that lay slain, we could survive the chill that reaches even into this cave. I will not speak of the odor we should be forced to endure, but such is the price of survival. If you can retrieve those clothes for me, I can tailor them into more fitting sizes for the others. Did I miss your invite, Galt?
That'll keep him warm. And happy.
There's
And patriotic.
a mushroom over here.
Yeah, that's for the deed.
Yep, get that mushroom. Alright, and after a lot of talking, we have our quests. We'll be going on foot through this place. So to my spot, it says the orcs control the main pathway through Balewood. The refugees would not make it far this way. Let's go this way. That looks like a... Oh, somebody's got troll. Good. You encountered a glade of wandering Hewers. There's no safety here. We don't need to kill them though. It's not super into killing them unless they get caught up in whatever else we're doing. Anybody else?
Live and let grow.
I am super into killing orcs.
The camp could use some firewood, though.
Well, no, that's a good point, but I have a feeling we'll get our chance to kill a few. Oh, this refugee of Birtor succumbed to the cold. Make sure you get that click and that advancement, if you will.
I think you got it for all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Then
There's a ring behind us.
Yep.
Birtor refugee.
Yep, probably right here. Good eyes, thank you, sir. Somebody click that and see if it gives it credit to all of us.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
And so if you're still AFK and yet the doggy is sleeping soundly.
Whoops.
Oops,
It's
how
selfish,
embarrassing.
so
You
we'll have to
didn't,
wait for
selfish.
it
you didn't
to,
get it?
resp-
Okay.
No, so we'll all try to click on it at once then when it responds. So.
Did you get it, James?
Yeah.
I did.
Because I did too.
Oh.
So some of us got it and some of us
So it
didn't.
should be.
Those who did not, mouse over.
Are we at 2 of 6?
You'll be at 2 of 6 if you've got it already.
I am now.
Okay, so mouse over, 3, 2, 1, click. And everybody should be 2 of 6.
Yeah, it was a matter of completing a quest, not clicking on it necessarily.
What?
You had to
Yeah,
click on
you had to
her to get the
advance.
quest, advance the quest, as opposed to just clicking on her and releasing her.
A slain orc. Collecting clothing.
Selfish.
No! Boo!
But that's an
Okay,
induction, so
so-
maybe we can coordinate it.
Yeah.
Goes back fast.
Probably so.
That was quick.
Someone counting it
coordinating?
down?
Everybody 1 of 6 on the orcs.
No.
No, because we're
No.
all just standing here. All right, 3,
All right.
2, 1, right click.
Nope.
Sarah
didn't get it
takes
that
the
time.
lead.
Yeah.
Well, it comes
Did
back.
anyone get it?
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like it's like super selfish. We can't even coordinate it.
Okay.
Oh, we have a new category.
I'm just going
Super
then.
selfish.
But it
Because
comes
I
back
too am
fast.
selfish.
That's a subcategory. Super selfish,
Super selfish.
quick return. Super selfish, slow return is about as bad as you get.
Yeah.
It's like a slow loading, low capacity amusement park ride.
Exactly.
What would be an example
Alright.
of that?
Peter Pan.
Pan.
Yep. Peter Pan, classic example.
What is
at
the problem with
Magic
that
Kingdom.
ride?
Just slow loading, low capacity. That's what it is.
But it's
it-
continuous, so you think it'll be quick.
They mustn't be able to put more cars on the track, you think?
Nope.
Well, no, it's full.
Because otherwise they would. Yeah, it seems like they could put them a little closer together. Whoa, who just hit you with a rock?
This jerk right here.
That was rude.
Another one just hit Bosa with a rock.
Also rude.
Okay. Yeah,
We
it
should
was.
hit them with arrows.
Nice bunch of blueberries over.
Ow.
Somebody hit you with a rock again?
Yep.
They don't like hobbits.
Straight in the face.
Ow.
So there should be 2 of 6 on the orc clothing. Anybody not 2 of 6?
I am now 2 of 6.
I'm moving on. That's right.
Double kill.
And that was with what power? Let fly.
Noise.
I too am a hunter. Did you get credit that time, Soph, when you clicked?
No.
Ah.
There we go. 3 of 6. Dear Lotro developers, we hate selfish. Love, Sophie.
Selfish we can deal with. Super selfish, not so much.
Yeah, super selfish is its
Yeah,
own.
but if they're gonna go in and fix all the super selfish, they might as well just fix all the selfish and make it all just everybody can click it whenever. I mean, provided quest is in
Or
existence.
one person in the party has to click.
Fine! Either way. Both ways. Don't care,
No,
but
that
not
was a tree.
selfish.
I thought it was a troll. Sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry,
Oh
I'm
well,
sorry.
firewood. Firewood for the night.
Oh, I did it again. What's wrong with me?
A homicidal maniac? Cute, but a homicidal maniac.
Got an itchy trigger finger.
Tends to run in hobbits that leave the
There's a
Shire.
refugee here you gotta get close to.
Yep. Dead. We have to report that he's dead. Alright, on we go.
So
Do we have to
found 2
click at
dead
him?
guys.
Click on him or just look
Nope.
at him?
No,
Nope,
Just
just look at him.
we should be 3
Maybe
to 6 now.
morning.
Yep.
Yep, 3 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another orc.
Excuse me.
Who else needs orc clothes? Besides Boz. Galt needs them. And Sophie.
Did you get it, Sophie?
4. Yep.
I think I'm last on this one.
Oh.
Nah, I haven't got him, so, but you go ahead.
Oh.
It's good for me to be last, visually speaking, and just for the group flow.
believe the last time Boz went first was someplace in the North Downs. It was a bad night.
Yeah, it was those Harrow route and all those things for the
Nope,
Ranger
it was
banners.
The siege machine.
Was the siege machines? Yes, it was. It was the siege machines in DD.
Very well.
Yep, siege machines in Dolden. Here's another Birtor refugee.
Bye.
How lucky I am to have run off. Thank you. And he ran off. I'm sure he'll respawn soon. Three, two, one, and click.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
And, oh, he's the type where you want to click and then click. So did everybody get him? You should also still be 4 of 6. The magic number is 4.
Yep.
Zara?
I'm still 3.
Okay, he'll reappear in a moment.
Okie doke.
Oh, excuse me.
Is it just me?
Yeah.
All set.
And there's a orc on me. Where are you going? Something there too, right?
Yeah, we have orc clothes here as well, so. Yep. Who else needs orc clothes here?
I'm all done with orcs.
Me too.
Okay. And the other orc is over here.
And there's a scout point
Galt.
where Galt and I are.
Fan.
For the north path.
There's the orc clothes. Okay, wood trolls lurk all around you. The refugees cannot defend against such creatures. Then...
I was just playing with trees again.
I am.
Remember I said earlier, kill first, identify later.
It's worked so far.
There's a refugee up here. The cold bites at me, stranger. I must reach shelter. Thank you for finding me in these bleak woods. So if we all advance it just to the quest, the blue box, and then hit continue quest at the same time. So, get ready, hover over continue quest, and 3, 2, 1, left click.
It's 5 of 6.
5 of
Anyone
6.
not get it? Yeah, so rad.
That was better, yeah. Troll. let's see, one more. Whereabouts? It feels like it's nearby based
here.
on the ring. Oh, here we go. Bruises and wide wounds mark this refugee. This must be the work of wood trolls. I suppose so. Okay, back to the cave. Vengeance! They like to throw those boulders.
It's effective.
It is.
Momentarily, anyway.
It is wise
Okay,
for warriors
Beba.
to equip themselves well.
What a horrific stench! I know not the sense origin, yet it overpowers everything. How foul those orcs are. Still, I would rather stink of their filth than end up frozen in this cave. Thank you for your aid. I shall begin tailoring these garments into something more befitting of my people.
I thought she said she wasn't going to mention the smell. It was all she talked about. Leodwold,
afraid of what is
it is sorrowful
happening
to
to
hear
these
of the
lands.
fates that befell some of my kin.
I am afraid.
This
of what
forest is a
happening to
sorry
these
place
lands.
to meet one's end, and to such creatures. Though I am glad to see 3 among our number again, I fear that we too are simply awaiting a similar fate here. If you would remain here with us, I am certain there are more ways you can aid us still. And Huna. No way out. Alas, it is as I feared. Huna's face sinks and he turns to look at the others before shifting back to you. So then, we're trapped in this cave, and the enemy lurks just outside. Curse that monster. I cannot believe what he... Yuna's eyes begin to fill with tears, but he composes himself quickly. Your efforts are appreciated, even if we must remain here for now. If you can aid us further, I and the others would be so grateful. More from Huna. Snowblind. I know not what to do. We have been away from our kinsmen for too long now, and the chill of this place has overcome us all. With the orcs patrolling constantly, there remains little hope of our escape unless something can distract them. But I would not ask you to stand against them. Not yet. Before the others and I lost our way, we saw the glow of many torches in the distance. I knew well of the presence of the enemy in this wood, so we strayed far from their warmth. The orcs must feel this chill too. If you were to scout along the eastern edge of their roadway, perhaps we could learn more of their purpose here. Were I you, I would avoid traveling their path. Their numbers overwhelm even the hardiest of our warriors. But there are 5 of you, so do as you wish. Ah, my trade request was rejected.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the map.
I feel so dissed. Yep. That's after 3 Bjorning items. Okay. This place is tiring, isn't it? So the bale would.
We are going to stay on the path.
What did he say? Go off the path? I mean, why would we do that? There's orcs on the path. White hand torch. Okay, so let's all gather up. Don't click it yet. Don't click it yet. If you're clicking it, cancel please. Alright, so mouse over it. Over the words white hand torch should work, and then 3, 2, 1, right click.
Nope.
Nope.
Super selfish.
Super selfish. Alright. Let's go back and forth and do a couple torches so they respawn for people. Like here's one up here.
This one?
There's 2. Yeah, go ahead. And we'll just go back and forth between these 3 for a minute.
Can we kill orcs while we're doing this?
No. Stop right now. It's against the rules of the kinship.
Come on.
I'm really, no, I mean...
What's with the number 6?
6? I don't know.
Like everything is in 6s.
Well, these are like trick birthday candles, right? We gotta do it 5 times before they actually go out. Actually, we could just each take one and just stand there.
Oh yeah, it seems like you can do the same one, can't you?
No. I was wrong. Never mind.
Oh no, no you can't.
Hi. You don't know me, but I'm gonna kill you.
It's very polite.
I will be your executioner today.
Well, I rounded an icicle and there he was, you know. It seemed kind of rude, but then he swung an axe at me, so, you know, like you do.
That's how these things go.
If there's anything I can do to make your death more painful, please let me know.
So come this way, all the torches are north along the path.
I am done.
Anybody not done?
I need one more.
We'll kill more orcs while you're getting your ones.
I'm done.
Alright, so we're gonna look for signs of orc leadership. What's that even
Sorry,
mean?
I did it too quickly for you.
Orcs appear to be transporting felled trees north along the road. We discovered that from standing on this specific spot. So you should have snowblind. You should only have scout the roadway for a sign of an orc leader one more time. So everybody
Yeah,
should
I've got
come
a
here to
scout
me.
point up here.
Yeah, we'll go get that one, but I don't know if everybody got this one. It's a pretty specific spot.
Got it.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay. Okay, we'll go to the one that you guys just found. And again, pretty specific spot. You found no sign of the orc leader, but the largest among the force seemed to know of him. Okay, back to Huna. That's kind of inconclusive, but alright, so that's what we did. Let's kill some more orcs. Back we go.
There's someone else out here with it.
So we're going back to Huna to tell him what? We didn't find any sign, but the big orcs seem to know of him.
I do not know if we will survive.
And good tidings. Any ill fortune that visits those creatures is all the better for us. Let us see how the orcs handle themselves now. I wager they shall find their troubles insurmountable without the warmth of their torches in this harsh climb. You may yet be able to stand against them. If their carts are halted and then beset by the wood trolls, there can be no greater time to bring their schemes to ruin. Let me ponder just a moment, for such dealings must be decided with haste. And we'll talk to Huna again. If an orc falls in the forest. The orcs' numbers are great, but so are their troubles. Surely a leader of some sort must be among them, and it is he who must be found. Perhaps if this orc carries some sort of plan or orders, brutish as the kind may be. The forces of the White Hand chose a strange place to stage their assault of Beator and the other halls of my kin. I'm curious as to what their purpose here might be. I must admit, I'm fearful that he may be guarded by the strongest of his number. If we're to learn the orc's purpose here, you must discover any missives he bears, but care must be taken, lest you lay down your life foolishly. I would ask that you lure him from the road into the shadows, for it is there his death might go unnoticed. Take heed of my warning. We would surely be lost already without your aid, and be safe, friends. That was a lot of words to say kill 2 Uruks.
These are desperate times.
And this is Leodwald. Huna tells me you scouted the orcs' trail and came across the carts entrenched in the snowdrifts along the road. I suppose those monsters are having just as lovely a time as we are. Do not confuse my amusement with sympathy. The orcs deserve any trouble that visits them here, as long as nothing will be enough to avenge Beator and the people we've lost to them, and the giant. Now then, about those carts. The orcs are already slowed, but you're a hearty adventurer, are you not? If you can get close enough, set their carts ablaze. That should bring them to an utter halt. Okay. Out we go again.
Hang on, I got too much stuff on me.
These lands are not to be traveled lightly.
Now, who needs allies?
You've been giving me mine, so I'm good.
I could use some.
Boss, you want more?
No, I'm fine. Give others first grab. And bridles, remember, anybody can use bridles. So they're a nice kind of universal currency.
And I'm in pretty good shape now myself, so...
So you don't want any more now?
If you want to send them to my mail, that'd be great. I just let them sit there for... Bozo, you're good?
Yeah, I'm all good.
Thanks.
And it's, I don't remember, Boso, do you remember if any of these vendor trash are turn-in-able for survivors of Wildermore, like the Ent stuff? I don't remember.
No, I'm pretty sure it's not. You can't use them for tasks. The task boards are for people of Wildermore.
Did we take freeze or burn?
Yep, burn orc carts along the roadway. It was a lot of talking, wasn't it?
No, for some reason I missed it.
And then when we bip outside, we get stumbling in the dark. Cruel whips wielded by the White Hand could better serve the people of Wildermore by sweeping warg riders off their mounts. If you were to gather their whips and tie them along the bases of nearby banners, it's possible the vile riders would not notice until far too late, and be heaved onto the hard ice below, to a laugh track.
Yeah, I don't know if it's still true, but it says 28 days minimum to get survivors to Kindred. 14 if you use accelerators the whole time, you know?
Yep.
I guess one can hope that the update will remove that restriction somewhat.
Yeah, there's a 107 out here just nuking everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap stuff. Orcs on ice. Defeat some orcs. That's my awesome read, right there. Burn the orc carts. That's 1 and 2.
On those
These banners.
tossing
3.
point here, banners.
Yep.
Tie whips to White Hand banners. Oh, for trip lines.
That's why I said to a laugh track, because I just imagined the warg rider going ass over tea kettle onto the hard ice. This is banner number 2. Zara and Galt come north.
Yeah, we were getting the banner to the south.
Okay, I see. Found a heavily armored orc of Isengard. Who is almost certainly their leader, and we're going to kill him. And that's if an orc falls in the forest. You pull a slightly damp missive from the orc Lomor's remains. You should look over the document before continuing your journey to the Balewood. That's in your inventory. Smudged Orders of Isengard. The smudged missive contains an extensive list of resources demanded from Wildermore by Isengard. Among this list is an extreme amount of lumber, a much-needed material to fuel Saruman's forces at Orthanc. Beneath the neatly written message, there appears to be a hastily scrawled note, a product of a far less trained hand. It reads, "Send the small ones to make the first cut. Too many trees attacking our force. If the tree moves, leave the small ones. Flee and find another. We lack the numbers and the time for another incident. Never tell the wizard of this. Will not explain losing so many orcs while felling a tree. Do not wish to be the next slain. Sending hewers northeast of this position to clear an area where the trees look like trees. The wizard will have my head if we don't deliver the lumber to the forest edge soon. You should return to Huna and seek his counsel on this matter before continuing your assault against the White Hand forces." And we also have orcs on ice. You've slain a significant number. They will recover in time, but you've dealt them a harsh blow and slowed their assaults into the high knolls and witchhaws.
Still
this
need
person's waiting for
some
us.
banners.
Yeah, I need banners as well. Let's see.
Looks like
Banners
it's
are
to
back.
the south of us.
Yep, behind us to the south, exactly.
I'm at 5 of 6 cards.
No, I got all the cards.
Still got carts that you need, so
No, I just need this. One more of those, I think. That's all of them.
stumbling in the dark, you've cleverly employed the enemy's cruel implements against their riders. The White Hand will be slowed in their advance into Wildermore, lest more of them meet their end on the forest's icy floor. There we go. And then we have talk to. So back we go.
It is wise for wanderers to equip themselves well.
Let's talk to Leodwald. Thank you for your aid. The Orcs' resources have been stripped bare for now. We can only hope it takes them much more time to recover from the blow you've dealt them. And Huna, right in two. So, you've returned after all. We were beginning to worry at the Orcs. Well, no matter. You all are with us once more. That's all that matters. Does hope yet remain? Tell us of your journeys.
I am afraid of what is
And
happening
a
to
splintered
these
company.
lands.
Well, what is this
I am
then?
afraid
Trees
of what
against
is
the
happening
Orcs.
to these lands.
Are you sure it speaks not of
These
it?
are desperate times for the
Tree like the one
Rohirrim.
that battered the Uruk
I am
outside our
afraid of
cave.
what is happening to
You have
these
fared well
lands.
against their numbers so far, that much is clear. Perhaps you should seek out those hewers, and see if you can discover any of these trees they mention. For my part, I would like to believe a tree is just a tree, but this forest teems with queer things. Beba, Leodwold, and I are safe for now. We have enough to survive on, and the warmth of this fire soothes our ills. Worry not about following your charge, friend. Seek out aid in the forest. I just hope you find it, for rule our sakes. Defeat 6 Balewood hewers. Okay. Hewers, so we're gonna run right back through this awesome gauntlet of orcs that we keep killing. They must be sick of us by now.
Oh, they keep coming back for more.
They don't really have a choice.
Stop making us spawn.
I'm afraid I pulled a proposal.
It's dead.
That isn't what we wanted.
It's okay, it gets easier every time.
Hewer and desensitization. Lag time.
Yep.
Give him red. Everybody hit red. Or just me, you know, one or the other. It's all good.
Some serious lag.
Search the hewn glade for any signs of Hurons or Ents. Okay, we'll go this way. You've come across a field strewn with the corpses of orcs and what appears to be the remains of an Ent. An Ent lies slain among numerous orcs, one of which appeared to be fleeing the battle.
It's a continue quest one.
Yep. Fallen orc. The grim scene before you unfolded very recently. But in the distance you can see deep tracks in the snow that could only have been made by Ents, and a trail of more slain orcs leading deeper into the forest to the north. It appears the Ents have fled to the north. You should seek them out before any more harm can visit them. Find and talk to the Ents in northern Balewood. Let's go. Anyone for Wood Troll Slayer of Wildermore?
I did.
Advanced?
I'm into advanced now.
Yep, coming up on Advanced. And here's Baralas and Tithanulf. Not an orc, are you? Come to hack away at us, little ones. The end rages a branch menacingly above its head before lowering it as you rush to store your weapons away. No, I suppose not. We have lost a friend this day. I can only hope that we have gained another. Days long past. Little one. Little ones, I find that the men outside the forest either say too much or far too little. So which is it for you? Too little then, I suppose. We shall see if that does not change, for a great many things have changed here. The forest has not been chilled such before. Yes, we have had winters, and the cold does get come, but this goes far beyond a simple changing of the seasons. When Tithanulf and I awoke, nothing was as I remembered it. There were times when I and other Ents conversed at length, for there was much to say, and even more time to say it. But now the Enting Hollow has frozen solid. Our enemies set siege to the forest, and Leaflock slumbers, unable to tend the Huorns. To be free of such problems. Think of better times. In a solo quest. Come, we must travel to the Enting Hollow. Are you ready to follow, little ones?
Sheltered from the evil that has taken hold of the forest, Baralas wishes to recall the days before Nurzum's coming, when the Ents once met at the Enting
We
Hollow.
have made it. This forest has become so unfamiliar to me since Nurzum returned. Ah, yes, he was here once before, little one, but then he was different. What he gained in might, he lost in compassion for the creatures of this realm. Let us walk. I shall tell you more of Nurzum and the men of these lands. Walk with me, friend. Look what has become of this forest. The orcs and the beast Nurzum have taken everything from us. Thing lively, struck cold and frozen. Even this pond, little one. We Ents once gathered here when the weather was fair, and we feared not such monsters in our midst. Such days were a brighter time. My memories of those times flow unrestrained. The only thing left yet untouched in this winter. Let me tell you of those days long past. I and the other Ents had gathered to meet at Enting Hollow. He's positively hasty, isn't he? So long it has been, my friends. Certainly it has. But Nindon, how joyous that our paths cross again. And of course to see you. Baralas, Strongroot, Mossbeard, and Tithanulf. Tithanulf, your skill in slumbering through anything never ceased to astound me.
Whom? Oh, I am really sorry, my friends. Some things never change. I, too, am glad to look upon you all again, but happenings in the forest have been troubling me as of late, as some of you surely know. Yes, indeed, but what have you to say of them? I am well aware of such things, Strong Root. The men have been coming closer to the forest. What of them, Strong Root? Mossbeard is right. These men have never risen against us. What have we to fear of them? Their horn, and the noise it creates, is proving a great trouble to the forest. It frightens the Hurons greatly, my friends. I doubt the men mean anything of it, save to protect themselves, being as tiny as they are. Would you not seek to do the same? The men will keep to themselves, and Liftlock shall manage, as has always been so. Perhaps, Mossbeard, but perhaps not. This Huron you speak of does us little harm. The matters of the Ents should concern only Ents, and likewise for these men. Let us avoid such unneeded conflicts, my friends. You are right, Nindon. Such things should not bring forth more trouble for us. My worries are eased. Eased? Dare you not speak of your other concern, Strongroot? The stone giant who wandered in about our forest? Strongroot, you are not alone in seeing such a thing. Thought I was the only one who saw. The giant came down from Misty Mountains, wandering long in our forest, and journeyed to the land of men before returning whence he came. As he fled, the horn sounding came again. He had suffered deep wounds. I think he shall be seen again, for fear of what the men may do on his return. We should not abide a stone giant in the forest, though. Even with careful steps, so much life can be needlessly quelled. The giant's wounds were severe. This is a matter between him and the men. It is not our place to involve ourselves, Duskleaf. You are wrong, Barabbas. There are times when there is no choice but to act, and in your absence I will. Rowl's tale comes to a close. Even with our conflicts, such times were better. Come, let us leave these memories behind. And so, little one, you have heard all I wish to say on these matters. Let us return to Stone Cliff. Such an open space is a perilous place to remain. Let us speak of other things. Whoa, that was a lot of reading.
Nicely
Well
done.
done, sir.
Well, thank you.
They were speaking really fast for Ents.
They were. They were
Getting ahead of me.
positively hasty for Ents. Yeah, right. Sure, yeah. I had to catch up at a couple points. So days long passed. Duskleaf was right. I knew my mistake well once Nozoom carved his path under the canopy. I still hold out hope that the forest may be reclaimed, dim as it may be. The men and their horn have paled in comparison to such wanton destruction. Aside from Tithanolf, I have not seen the others since awakening. I cannot help but wonder what has become of them. I worry greatly for Duskleaf. He is quick to action, and if he dared stand against Nozoom, I fear what horrors might have befallen him. If you would, let us talk of finding the others. It may be that you find such eagerness to aid us misplaced, or perhaps not. We shall see, little ones. Horsteed level cap reached.
Congrats.
Thank you.
And hiding in the wilds. Hum, I slept long before this winter, little ones. This wood has become so baleful, so hostile to my kind. When I first began to sleep, many ents wandered this wood, but the monster pulled me from my slumber. Many of us are lost, slain by the forces that defile our forest. Others may have found refuge, or they may have not. I am too large to seek out the others without being discovered by my foes, but you can move through the forest much more freely. You can, little ones, seek out my kindred in the darkness. Perhaps some have returned to the Enting Hollow since winter's fall. And hiding in the wilds. Yep, that's it. And Tithanolf has the untended wood. The forest is not itself, friend. When Baralas and I woke from our sleep, we did so in darkness, and we awoke into violence. Such happenings are troubling, and I fear that Finglas cannot wake to aid us, for he has been becoming more and more treeish, so to speak, before our sleeping. The wood trolls harry us wherever our limbs carry us in this gloom, and the Hewans, they are unruly without Finglas tending. They may be beyond saving, though I do not wish to believe it so. The wood trolls must have been affected by Norzum's passing. I can only wonder what wounds he inflicted upon them to make them far more hostile than they have already been to my kind. Tithanolf heaves a heavy sigh. Seek out the wood trolls, and for the good of this forest, please return them to the earth. However, I would ask that you examine their remains, and perhaps we can discover what has driven them to madness. So we should have hiding in the wilds and the untended wood. Quest on these Hurons. Time to kill them. Wild growth. Defeat 6 Frost Touch Hurons. You've discovered Hurons in the Balewood. In Norzum's wake, they've grown wild and a cruel chill breathes their branches. They must be defeated for the safety of all that remain in the forest until Finglas can be roused to restore order. Okay, open season on the Hurons.
Yay.
Yay! Hang on. Hey, Soph. This place is really, really easy to get lost in.
And we tend to get lost in a wheat field, so.
Yep.
A newly planted wheat field, even.
Right. We found Strongroot. Hiding in the wilds. Norzum has left a scar through the forest. We must learn what we can of his foul power and seek refuge away from here. Whom and what are you doing here? Baralas is safe, you say. Very well. I shall return to his side in my own time. I must remain far from the orcs, lest they find me here like my fellows. And while I begin my journey, I would ask your aid on another matter. Baralas is a wise ent, and he is my elder. However, many are elders to us, for us young ents are all that remain here. My bark looks old and weathered, you say? Old, my small friend, may still be young to us. The monster in Nozoom has been a cause of great destruction to my friends in this forest. The cries of the trees as he pulled them from the earth is not something I long to hear again. His assault on this forest was swift and brutal, and many of his damages remain still. Along the side of that twisted path through the forest that the orcs defile with their crude machinery, you will find his handiwork smashed into the earth. If you search for signs of his destruction, I would ask that you examine them, for strange things have been cropping up in this forest of late, and none of them good. Search for a boulder thrown by Nozoom. Okay. Back we go with the Hurons. Yep, everybody's good on quests. Zara.
What did I do?
Nope, you're good. Zarangalt, yeah. Wild growth is complete. You've defeated many unruly Hurons in the Balewood. None would have remained safe if the Hurons remained free to rampage through the wood. Okay, let's go south from here. To southeast. Black Root. Tangled Underfoot. Defeat 8 Black Roots. Near the site of the stone's influence. Foul roots have sprouted from the frozen earth. Unless they're slashed, the roots will continue to trip and strangle passers-by, and pose a future threat to the Balewood. And we found a hurled boulder as well. Okay, let's click the boulder here, the hurled boulder. You found an icy boulder that has impacted the ground deeply. Such strength goes beyond that of even a giant. Okay. And make sure you actually get to click it. And now you should have search for more signs of Nerzoom's destruction in the Balewood. Let's go back a minute though. So if you're muted, your mic
That
on.
was tangled underfoot.
Yep, come this way. Due east. What is it about this place? I think it's mismarked. Alright, let's go. Sorry guys. Yeah, I think it's mismarked. Off we go. Back to the west.
No, they're down here. The trolls.
Are they?
Yeah, they're below the cliff face here.
That's the clearing where the fight was.
Oh, they're there. Now we're gonna have to click their bodies probably to examine them when we kill them all. So they're not selfish.
Hooray!
Hang on, I'm bringing another troll right near this corpse. There's gonna be 3 little corpses all in a row. Yep, 3 little corpses all in a row.
One said, roll over, roll over. Sorry, Beth.
I was thinking 3 little maids.
Three more. And that should be all for the untended wood. Yep, everybody's good. On we go. Tangled underfoot, you've hewn many roots of the balewood and guarded the other trees of this wood from Ner'zhum and the foul influence of his stone. What are these? Icy shards. You've encountered a shard of ice upon which Ner'zhum has impaled several wood trolls.
Well, he doesn't care who he kills, huh?
It's not how one invents popsicles.
Ooh, something's glowing over here.
A backpack.
Crevasse.
Nope.
Oh, crevasse. What of the crevasse? You've discovered a jagged crack in the Balewood's earth, surely caused by Ner'zhum's stomping. Talk to Strongroot, talk to... Go this way for a moment, too. Nope, no, let's go back north. Yep, off we go. Off you go then. Any schedule conflicts for next Sunday?
Not for us.
It should be good.
Cool. Perhaps there is more to this monster than we thought. Such strength is uncommon, even for a giant of stone, and that foul roots sprang from the earth amid his havoc. This is odd indeed. Odd and gravely unsettling. We must speak of what is to be done to learn more of this monster, lest any hasty action be taken.
That was excellent voicing with his actions.
Yeah, you actually sounded tired. That was awesome.
So the untended wood, let's go talk to...
Excuse me.
To help Nindorn? Yep, need to help Nindorn.
I love how they did this forest, but I will be happy to be out of it.
It's very immersive in its way.
It really is. It's exactly what going through a forest would be like, or is like.
So before I or Boss forgets, there's a big patch on Tuesday.
Yep.
So sometime during the week,
Oh, good
if
to
you can update it, because it'll probably take hour, unless they're promised that they've made the download more optimal. Bears fruit, we'll see.
So I'll figure an hour and a half.
Yeah, good call. Yep.
Oh,
We
is
need
he
to go.
up? Is he up top there?
I think he is up top, so we need to go back around. Yeah.
We can't get up this way.
I don't know, can we? I'm looking.
Looks like we can.
I don't...
Like he's around the back side of it.
Just went up. Most of the way, too.
Yep. It's not the path.
Well.
I don't know.
Oh, you guys didn't follow me.
I'd say we were taking the long way around. Hang on. There's a Soph. It's very steep up here, so careful under the tree there. Hiding in the wilds. Orcs, trolls, giants, and now dwarves, hobbits, men and elves. What brings you all here to disturb us? Borealis, he has awakened. I shall journey to him. But first, little one, I have a task for you. This winter has been cruel to my kind. When Nozum came, many of the ants remained in slumber, but those of us who walked among the trees were faced with a great foe of our kind. The trees screamed to us for help. I hear their cries still. They did not understand. And Nozum, we were so few, we could do nothing to stop him. We fled into the forest, All of us save for Duskleaf. Such hasty decisions are unbefitting, I think. But he went forth. Nozum struck him down, but his ending did not come. He fled into the forest, and has avoided all of us since. I would ask that you try to convince our friend to return. Nozum must be dealt with in time, and we will need all of our kind to stand against him. If Duskleaf is to be found, I would guess he is near the Enting Hollow, little one. Yep, I don't think we'll be able to finish that quest in the next 5 minutes. So, we'll get back to the Balewood. I don't know, he's pretty close by. Yeah, why don't we just walk to him? He is pretty close by. These are our last 5 minutes. Quite close by indeed. Sharp creaking pierces the silence as an Ent lumbers forth. Oh, but Duskleaf has been corrupted. Look at him, he's yucky and scary.
Another little one come to hack at my branches. You dare to speak to me of rejoining the others.
It matters not where we choose to plant ourselves if nothing is to be done. This forest is death. They are too weak to act. But I am not. I am wont to smother any invader of these woods beneath the snow. Maddened by the pain Nozum inflicted, Duskleaf was beyond saving. You must tell Nindorn what has happened. And that sad message will be the last thing we deliver today. So he was lost to madness. Tragic, my friends. Nozum's rampage hewed his mind long ago then. You made the only choice you could, little ones. As impatient as Quick Beam that one was, but bold nonetheless. I will miss him greatly. Thank you for telling me of these happenings. I will return to Baralas now. And Soph, can you swoop us back to Forlaw, please?
These
Yay,
lands
I
are
crashed
not
again.
to be traveled lightly.
Have a good one,
Oh,
guys.
no.
Good timing.
You too.
Take care, sir.
And with that, yep, we'll see you guys Thursday night, 6 Eastern, or Sunday. And take it easy.
Have you
You
guys
all
been on
too.
Thursday nights?
We were on this past Thursday, yeah.
Where?
And thanks for the update info. Gotta remember now.
Yep, don't forget to patch. Good catch, James, and thanks. We'll be at it.
Take care, guys.
Yep, probably one more week of Wildermore, and then will be some weeks of Wildermore survivors, but we'll be on to other content and then do that kind of at the end.
Sounds good. Take care.
Alright, take it easy. Peace.
Alright, that'll do it. I'll see you next week at least, if not sooner than that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.